It's the Boom Bap Hour.
Yeah. Y'all know what it is.
Another day, another dollar.
What's up, y'all?
It's the Boom Bap Hour.
Uncut.
Hi, we up in here, man, chilling again.
We back in this bitch once again.
Once again,
It's hot. It's June. It's the beginning of summer, and everybody is sweating.
We just had Juneteenth.
Yes.
Juneteenth.
That's right.
Kendrick Lamar Day. That's what I'm gonna start calling it.
Yeah,
K. Dot Day.
K. Dot Day.
Five
They not
times.
like us.
5 times. Back to back.
Oh, it was 5 times. I thought it was like 6.
Was it 6?
I say it was 6.
Okay.
I think on record it's 5. They say
On record it's 5.
Billboard recorded it as 5, but
well, it's 5 times because he actually, said it 5 times. I think the 6th time they just played the instrumental or something.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Yes, most definitely. We have a great guest here, very, very dope guest here today on the Boom Bap Hour. So, coming up, a very talented rapper and producer, as well as fashion designer with his clothing brand, Ethics brand. Blazing his own path from the studio to the design table, he is a trendsetter, carving his destiny with dedication and purpose. Coming all the way from Elkhart, Indiana, give it up for Dray Taylor.
Yeah,
that's me.
Dre, what up, doggy?
Hold on, Elkhart?
Elkhart, Indiana.
Elkhart, Indiana.
How you spelling that? How you spelling that? E-L-E-K?
ELKHART.
Oh shit. Okay, is that close to the Chi-Town?
It's close. Yeah, about an hour away. About an hour and a
gotcha.
half away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So the Midwest, I'm Midwest too.
Oh yeah.
Midwest representing.
Yeah.
You know, you got to give Midwest love.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely. So, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yes,
good. I feel
yes.
good. Yeah, how y'all?
Doing good.
Chilling.
We chilling like a villain, like always.
Yes, sir.
Yes, most definitely. So Elkhart, Indiana. So what was it like growing up there? Like, did it have like an effect on how your artistic vision for what you do?
Like, Elkhart is a lot of corn, like, and you know what I'm saying? It's
Oh
Indiana.
shit.
That's a lot of corn, yo.
A lot of corn. It's country. It's country for real. It's a country.
Is it like country, like
Country. Yes. Like
you say corn, like it's cornfields.
fields. Yes. Yeah.
Nothing but
Cornfields and
cornfields.
farms and everything.
Wow.
But like, all right. So I'm from Elkhart, but like I also say my second hometown is South Bend, Indiana, which is 20 minutes down the road.
Okay.
Which is Notre Dame.
South Bend is football. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Notre Dame
Okay.
football.
Yeah,
Facts.
because my dad, he preached, so like he was a pastor down there and all that. So I was there. I mean, I go to sleep in Elkhart, but I'm in South Bend all day.
Nice.
And that's the music city.
Okay.
Okay.
South Bend is a music city. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. South Bend got world renowned artists. Like, I just went to a tour. Jamila Woods, she from Chicago. She collaborated with like anybody you could think of.
Okay.
But I went to her tour. Her music director is Ami Music. She go by Ami Music on Instagram. But like, she from Gary, Indiana. And she spent time in South Bend. And her friend is Mickey. Her name is Mickey Miller. She plays for a big church in South Bend. Mickey Miller was invited to be in Beyonce's band when she first put the all-girl band together.
All right.
Word.
Yeah,
Stuff
you
like
got
that,
to have
yeah.
your thing together to be on Beyonce's band. Let me
Facts.
tell you that.
Facts. Like it's stuff like that go down in South Bend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a very music city.
But then, okay, hold on. Beyonce do got a new band now because she's doing a different type of music. She's doing some.
She do. Her drummer.
She got a different band now. Yeah.
Her drummer. Oh, okay. Y'all watched the Homecoming
Yes.
video?
Yeah.
You know the start of it. The drummer, the one that started the movie.
Right.
Her
Yeah.
name Joy. That's
Okay.
Mickey's best friend.
Oh,
shit,
wow.
okay.
She come up to their church and play for
Okay.
drums for him all the time.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. It's stuff like that go down. So that's where I like, music. You know what I'm saying? We have music in the house. My mom can sing. And my dad play guitar, and I'm a drummer. I can play drums pretty well. You know what I'm saying? And,
Okay, so wait, what's on the radio in South Bend? Like, what type of radio are you hearing?
Me? No, I'm just
Okay, I hear that.
No, I'd have been on the radio, but we had a station called 99.1 and all that. They would do local hour. I was always on it.
That's
So how's
dope.
the like what he's saying? Like, how's the hip hop scene there?
Oh, it's fire. It's
Okay.
fire, my guy.
So like what you like is it a variety of
different
type of-
artists, yeah. Like,
Wow.
so we got like my guy Zeus, Solly, my guy Quinn Washington, my guy Sin. He was from South Bend. He moved to Cali and then came back, and he is a producer, a rapper, and all that.
Okay.
There's a lot of us. It's a lot of Reminisce X. There's a lot of us to name. But like I say all them names because like we be doing like shows and stuff, like big shows and stuff. Like I did we got this thing called the Morris Performing Arts Center. Like pretty big artists come down there.
Okay.
They did a festival. All us was on it.
Okay.
All us was on it. You know what I'm saying?
So-
stuff like that.
I was gonna say, who's the biggest artist that came there so far that you seen?
That came to South Bend, like, that came in. 2 Chainz was there a couple years ago.
Okay.
It depends, cause like there'll be like people come sing at Notre Dame, and they'd be like, you know, somebody big in like the opera world. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be stuff like that.
Okay, so wait, the burning question: Drake or Kendrick Lamar? Which one's
Kendrick.
coming there? Kendrick. Okay, got you.
They not like us.
I swear to God, man. Look, hey, I'm kind of. Now I just got in an argument with somebody about this. So I'm like,
Oh, buddy.
oh my God.
I mean, a lot of people go with Drake because they thinking about like what the numbers, right?
Yeah.
You know,
The numbers are there for
numbers
sure.
don't lie.
The numbers definitely are there.
You know what I'm
mean?
saying?
But Kendrick, you know, like at the end of the day, 17 Grammys is 17 Grammys, and a Pulitzer Prize is a Pulitzer Prize. Like you can't just laugh him out the room when we talk about accolades too. Like you don't just get a Pulitzer for no reason. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? He
That's
got
facts.
No doubt.
He got
no
stuff
doubt.
like that.
No
You know
doubt.
what I mean? Kendrick's
No
one of
doubt.
those.
And you know, I like Kendrick's style though. I like what he doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like what he doing with the battle. Like that's crazy. 5 times.
5.
Like Pac got on there and did his thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, about one time he did the hit him up. Everybody get hyped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A couple of people do they little diss songs and that's it. But I ain't never seen nobody do it 5 times and the crowd go hype every time.
Every single time.
Every single
I mean,
Sing
everybody's
every
pretty
word.
much saying like this is one of the
Yeah.
biggest nights in hip hop history. Like
Period.
it really
Period.
has gone down like that. Like
Yes,
E40
I've seen a lot
and
of hip
Snoop
hop,
Dogg,
and this is like one of the
everybody is
most
saying that.
insane
That
nights
joint
I've
was
ever seen
dope,
in my life.
man. I don't care what
Like
nobody
somebody I
says.
never like. I was okay. So like, you know, I grew up in the era of Funk Master Flex playing a song over and over again, right, and keep
Right.
dropping the bombs. So
Bombs.
the moment of playing music over and over again when people really like it, I've witnessed that, but not like that though.
Right.
Like most of the time, it's a brand new song, and it's like, oh crap, we never heard this before. Play it again so I can hear it
Hear it
again.
again.
But everybody already heard They Not Like Us a million times, and they didn't care that they heard it 5 times in a row.
And they, not only did they hear it, like he said,
They sang it
They sang
word
it.
for
They
word.
sang
They did not get tired of none of that.
none of it.
Let 'em
Even
sing
at the
it.
end, they was singing it.
Yep.
When he was walking on the stage.
As I was hearing it, I was like when he came out, like with the Teddy Pendergrass, and he came from out the ceiling, right? I was like, yo, this, from out the ground. I was like, yo, this is Drake's funeral. He's over with. This is over. He cannot come back from
He ain't
this.
coming nowhere. He started off with it.
Swear to God.
That's what I was like. Oh no, this is gonna be damaged.
Oh my
This is gonna
gosh.
be damaged. I said, man, this is hip hop.
Yeah.
He started off with it like, yo, I'm going right at it.
Right at you.
Right at you.
Right at
Boom. And even though, you know, Drake numbers, and, you know, I get it, you know, the numbers, but, man, this is hip hop, bro. We don't care about them.
No, a knockout punch is a knockout punch no
punch.
matter
No,
how
yeah.
you look at it. If somebody hits you and knock you out, that's it. That's a knockout. You done. You can't say, oh, man, I
Right.
sold more tickets than you. I don't care. I knocked you out, bro.
I knocked you out, man. That's it.
So
I swung on you first, nigga.
Yeah, none of that matters.
So
you
your
got
man
knocked
is
out.
Drake. So I mean Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick all day. Man.
Yeah, I'm a big Kendrick fan. I'm a huge Kendrick fan.
so do y'all say? Because listen, a lot of people had a lot of things to say. Even like Charlemagne, he was like, he said to him the show wasn't about Drake as much as it was about Kendrick Lamar becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion of hip hop. Like when it comes to this new generation, we've been watching the last 15 years. Kendrick is a king of hip hop, and it's not even close. So what do y'all think?
Go to his
Okay,
era.
so there's one thing
to
I
his
can't
era.
say about that. I can't agree with about him saying he's the king of hip hop, right? Because I feel like, okay,
I don't know about that.
They say you don't know about that.
it's
Okay,
like
so
you gotta really conquer the whole country, right? And I still feel like the South has been tough for Kendrick to conquer.
Yeah,
He got songs with Future and Metro and all them, though.
but he got to conquer.
He got hits with Future. 2 hits with Future.
Okay, to me, that's like the same thing Drake does, which is just pandering to the South. Let me just go get with the king of the South, right?
Wow, you think?
Let me go with that. Instead of just people just naturally saying, like, can Kendrick come down here really and sell out multiple dates in the South?
I think he can.
I don't know.
But I only been living in the
know.
South for a year, so I don't.
I don't know.
You would know better than me.
Probably could.
I mean, I think so
Because
many
it's
people
still-
probably respect him
it's-
that it probably could. I mean, don't you
I
think
think I
so?
respect-
There's people
yeah.
down south that will
Yeah.
say Lil Boosie is better than Kendrick Lamar.
But that's what
That's
I was about to
probably
get.
And that's what you gotta, you
Just about
can't
to get-
discount that about the
You
South.
forgot about Boosie. Boosie is South made.
And Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar is so far away from what that is that it's hard for them to like comprehend it and say, yo, this dude is like the best ever.
And the West got his back. Once the West,
Of course.
once the West jump on something.
Oh, he's
big.
unequivocally
It's big.
the king
It's
of the
big.
West.
Once
Easily.
the West, he's the king of the West.
He's definitely
You know
that.
what I mean, but then again, in order to be the king, you gotta conquer other.
But
other
okay,
MCs.
so
Like, what are you
who
saying?
had?
Like,
who would you say has conquered every
who got the
single
crown?
region that
That's
can
what I'm
say
saying.
that in any region they know that they could go and sell out arenas?
You mean period?
Period.
Period? Drake. I hate to say it. Drake
is the
until
one, yeah.
the only place he can go right now is hot for him in the West in 2024. But 2025, I feel like
I think
that's
Drake
over
still
with.
could go in the West.
2025, he can go in the West and do his thing.
I think he's still He can
I think it's
he can
still going to
rock.
be it's going to be remnants of people that are going to be like A minor.
That ain't
Oh,
right.
most definitely.
He
Kendrick-
killed
Kendrick
that.
He
been
kept
doing
stopping right there.
He can't escape that. That's like a ghost that's always going to be
It
there.
don't
for
matter
Drake.
what you
Like,
do.
period.
It's like what dude went all the way to Drake. He went to Montreal or wherever Drake from.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
And he played the Not Like
The
Us
song.
Yo,
in the streets. Walking in the street playing the Not Like Us. Yo, that's dope, man.
Walking to a stove.
But that song, the beat itself though. Dun, 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 it's just the beat is so catchy.
Yeah.
You gonna automatically do your little 2-step to it. So
You can't help it. It's
it's the
like
beat.
he did to him what Drake did to Meek. He came out with a #1 song that was dissing you. Like, you can't beat that because people gonna love the song.
It was Drake's
even
fault,
if it's
though.
not about the diss.
You know that was Drake's fault.
Yeah,
that
Drake's fault.
Not Like Us came out, right? You know why? Because he said that he can't make a song that people can dance
said
to.
that.
He said that.
Yeah, he said,
He said,
all
okay,
right.
Like,
I'm gonna
okay,
make the
y'all wanna
whole
see
West
that?
Coast dance.
Dance.
Watch
I'm
this.
gonna make this West. And when you get the West Coast dance, like you said, the Midwest and West Coast, you get them on your side.
It's over
It's
with.
really over
wrap.
with, man.
It
'Cause,
really
you
is.
know, and like my boy, he was telling me, they Drake. I'm like, Drake, he's like East Coast, man. I'm like,
I don't
go
know.
do-
Even
don't
if you're an
do-
East Coast fan, I still feel like you would want to listen more to Kendrick than Drake
I'm
because
more of a Kendrick fan.
like Drake is like, to me, not even an East Coast rapper. Drake is more like Drake has really become
a pop star.
singer, right?
Pop star.
Like, so you make really pop hits, like
yeah, dude.
Yeah, that anybody
even though
can
you
appreciate.
can rap. I'm not saying you can't rap. You can rap.
I mean, shoot,
but that's
Drake
not
up
what
there
your
with-
hits are.
He out there with what? Michael Jackson?
Right. That's who he's
Yeah.
competing
He
with.
competing with Mike
Michael
now.
Jackson and Prince and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And people have had these
not
conversations,
Kendrick
putting them in the
Lamar or
same
J. Cole,
arena.
really,
Nah,
really. Like,
yeah,
he just does that to try to, like they say, like, to get some black points.
Lord.
He got to get the black points. He got to
his
get
daddy
those.
points.
He don't want to be Eminem because, like, that's who he really is, though. If you think about it.
Interesting.
Drake, Eminem.
Yeah, Drake is Eminem.
Damn.
Okay, well, that's a new one. That's interesting.
Think about how many pop hits Eminem had.
A lot of them.
Like, those songs they were huge on the pop charts.
He had a lot.
And look at who he was dissing, too. He was dissing pop artists. He wasn't dissing nobody in hip-hop ever. Eminem never dissed nobody in hip-hop, really, except for Benzino. But that's because Benzino came at him. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing.
And Benzino ain't got no neck. I mean, that's just another thing that just, you just can't get around. I'm sorry.
Who, Benzino?
Benzino ain't got no neck. I mean,
Come on, leave my man.
I'm just saying. I'm
That
sorry.
ain't got nothing to do with him.
It's an easy target. But as far as Eminem don't get radio play like that. Drake do though.
He doesn't get black radio play. He definitely gets radio play.
Well, he gets radio play on like the
and
pop.
they share that same pop radio play. He may not get.
But Drake gets the black radio play though.
But that's to me, that's only with the songs that he do with the black radio artists, like with Future.
Well,
or
he's
with 21
strategic.
Savage.
Yeah, he's strategic about that,
Yeah,
because he knows.
He gets on the black radio with them songs.
Yeah, man, Drake better not never say Kendrick name again, man. He found out. He better not never say his name again. Whitney, nobody.
Whitney, none of that.
He better not say nobody name, bro.
I think he learned his lessons.
Swear to God, he
that,
better.
Man.
Oh my
he
goodness.
better have.
I think he really did.
Yeah.
So Dre, listen. So basically, let us know what you have going on. Like, tell us about your newest music that you have right now.
Man, all right. Well, I've been putting songs out. All year. I just did my last song I just put out called "Burden of Proof," but I'm putting out I'm gonna make an album called "It's Like That." No pun intended with the Kendrick stuff, but my album's called "It's Like That." That's what I'm working on right now, and it's just like a homegrown thing. Like this year, I've been getting into like different bags. Like I just started doing my own designs, like for album covers and stuff like that. So all the beats is me, all the album cover, everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay,
and
so
I'm
wait
really,
a minute, hold
really
on.
excited to share that one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So so you said you even do your design. So that means that you also do graphics. So you like Photoshop, Illustrator, all that. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I do all that. This is new. I just started doing it this year, cause like, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. I just started this year. So like,
All right.
trying to just getting a different bag. My bad, bro. Getting a different bags, man. Just like really trying to, you know what I'm saying?
You said producing too. You make beats.
Yeah. Everyone, I got my whole catalog. 2 beats ain't mine. I'm my whole catalog.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay,
so,
what you use to make beats?
FL
Studio. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
FL. Yep.
You just got it to make your beats, or
I've been making beats since like 2019. But I always that's what got me into wanting to make music. Was because I had a friend. Named Kavion, and he was going to a cat he knew named TJ house, and he was like, one day we was talking in lunch in high school, and he was like, yeah man, I be going over to TJ house to record. You should slide, because I was at school and stuff, and like I would be freestyling and all that, you know what I mean? Just like, and folks like, oh, you can rap for real. I'm like, oh, but that's what I was on, you know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, come to the studio and you should record. And I was like, I thought you had to pay for studio. You know what I'm saying? I thought you had to go to a studio. I didn't know you could have mics at the house. He was like, slide, bro. TJ got all that stuff at his house. And I was like, well, I don't really want to rap. I know I'd be freestyling. That's not really what I want to do. I want to learn how to make beats. Could he teach me? He said, TJ, I'll teach you how to do all that. And so I was going to TJ house, and that's when that like the rest was history. I ended up starting to rap and write my own songs first, and then got back into trying to make beats. Because at first the concept, I just couldn't get it. Like, I knew how to play the drums,
but
I didn't know like none of that sampling, none of it. I didn't know how to do any of it. So it took a while. It took me like 8 years to learn how to make beats, and then it finally clicked.
Okay.
And then so I've been making all my beats since then. Yeah.
Wow. So do you feel like you make it a mission to kind of produce and write and design your own things, like to reflect your own style and vision that you want to portray?
Yeah, for real. Cause like you know what you're trying to say, and you know how you trying to present it. You know what I'm saying? And like I started. Another reason why I really doubled down on trying to make my own beats was because I would be hitting people up trying to like, get beats from them and all that, and they was taxing like, you know what I'm saying? They was charging too much, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And it was just, and then like, it just wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair. So I was like, man, I might as well learn how to do this myself, man. And then it's the same thing with the cover arts and stuff like that. Like, you try to reach out to people for that, you know what I mean, and they want too much. I don't really got that. So it's like I might as well just try to learn, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really what it is. But yeah, it's because I know now where I'm at right now, it's like I got my own vision. So it's like I might as well do it because I'm the one that can present it how I want it. You know what I mean? All of it. So yeah.
Facts.
Most
That's
definitely. Okay. So at what age did you get started? Like, starting evolving in music and design and everything that you start doing?
I've been playing the drums pretty much my whole life. Since I was a kid, since I was little. My dad got me a drum set when I was 9. And
Okay.
So I would play at our church. But with my cousin, she was the head drummer. But like in between services, I would go in there and play, and just like, try to play to the songs that they were singing and stuff. But that was her. She played on Sundays. I never got to. You know what I'm saying? So my dad noticed one day. And then, like, I asked for Christmas, I was like, can you give me a drum set? He got me a little one. And he used to play the guitar, and I used to play to him playing the guitar. So that's where my interest in music has always been there. Ever since I can remember, I'd be tapping on tables or beating on walls, whatever.
Right,
trying to make a drum beat. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I start. I got into making my own music when I was a teenager, like 15, 16 years old. I was freestyling at the house on some low key stuff because I would get online and I would download instrumentals to my favorite songs and try to write how my favorite artist was writing.
Okay, so who were some of your favorite artists at that time?
Oh man, at the time, Lil Wayne.
Okay. Okay.
Lil Wayne was my first favorite rapper. Hove, Biggie, Pac, a lot of underground cats at the time too. Early Tip. This cat like the name was the Joker. Like it was LimeWire days.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like
we took it back with that one.
This is LimeWire.
Yeah. They got a documentary coming out. Eminem produced a documentary about Napster.
Oh,
and the start of Napster and LimeWire and Bear Share and all of that.
Yeah.
I was on LimeWire, definitely downloading all kind of music, everything. Okay,
Ruined
yes.
some computers.
Yeah.
We killed the game by doing that. Y'all know that, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't know no
music
better,
industry
but
by
I
doing
did.
It's cooked.
We killed it when we did that, when we started
It's
that.
cooked. Yeah.
Thought it was something good. And
Yeah, we
then,
did. And it was the worst
It
thing
was the
ever.
worst thing ever, right?
It made it worse. Like we already was only getting like 10 cents on $1 on an album.
Right.
Now we not even getting
that.
Nothing.
a penny.
Get a half a cent.
You can't even get a
How you get a half
penny.
a cent?
What is a half a cent?
Messed up.
Half a cent.
We ain't know no better. We just was doing it. Ooh,
Because
free.
we was like, we want free music.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
And I
They
know
charge you
DJs
too much.
was going crazy over. What?
Bruh, listen.
Yeah.
I know they were, definitely.
Swear to God. That's how I found out about all these people, or Gucci,
all that, right?
all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was, yeah, you're right,
Okay.
because that was definitely that time.
Most definitely. Yes.
Gucci was definitely
So
yeah.
which of those artists would you say had the most impact on your style? You know what I'm saying? Or
At
how
first, Lil Wayne.
okay, Lil Wayne, got you.
There's not too many early Lil Wayne songs you could play, like the mixtape. I ain't really listened to a lot of his albums at the time. but the
Mixtape Weezy,
Wayne,
though, was-
oh my God.
Man, I remember when the first time I heard him, well, of course, was back then, but then when he started really getting ill with it was when he started doing the mixtapes.
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
he did that President joint.
Yeah.
burned the president, Bush, and all
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
they was like, yo, let me let you hear something right quick. I was like, who's this? She said, Lil Wayne. I said, this can't be Lil Wayne rapping like this. Like, what? Then he took the thing where he was rapping. He took his notebook and was going through all his rhymes. He said he gonna go through all his.
He was gonna say everything that was in the rhyme book so that he could never have to write on the book no more.
I forgot about that. He sure did. It was like one long song, right?
Yeah, he was just going through all this rhymes in his notebook. Yeah, Wayne. Yeah, I like Wayne.
Yeah,
Wayne definitely. You was watching his when he was recording.
Yeah.
When he was overseas and stuff like that.
I done seen that. Yeah, on YouTube, that one video where he was recording the Swagger Like Us verse. I done watched that one a bunch of times.
I know you watched that.
Yeah.
In his hotel room, right?
He pulled out the microphone.
Right there.
They had the whole setup.
He pulled out the whole setup. He had the his cup. The syrup or whatever.
Oh, the syrup.
Allegedly. I don't know if it was that. So that's what got you into rhyming, huh?
Yeah, downloading these cats instrumentals and trying to just do that. And I don't even know what really.
But that's interesting when you say you would download they instrumentals and would actually write and try to rhyme like them to they instrumental.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, when I was like 14, 15, 16, yeah, that's what I was on.
That was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. And you was actually writing.
I was writing. Yeah, I was writing.
That's a good foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Very good foundation.
Very dope foundation.
Yeah.
To even know to put together 16, know how to put together 16 bars.
Yeah.
A hook. And
facts.
all that.
That's what
you learning it just by sheer listening to what they're doing and trying to emulate it. You learning it without even knowing it.
Yeah.
Without even knowing.
And you're emulating the greats. I mean, you pick some really great people to emulate. You know what I mean? If you're going to do that, so most definitely.
No doubt,
I did have I found this because like, I wanted to, I asked my parents, like I was like 16 going on 17. I asked them for like a little MPC, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what to call. I didn't know what it was called. For whatever reason, I couldn't figure out the name of it. It probably could have been a quick Google search, go to Guitar Center, ask somebody.
Right.
But like, I just was like, I was like, all right, there's these things, these beat makers, and you hit them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the sounds come out. And I'm trying to explain it to like my very Christian parents what I'm talking about. All right, it's this thing, right? It's a box, and you hit but I couldn't get the name, and so they was like, all right. And then I opened up my thing, my Christmas gift or whatever, and it was like a microphone and a DJ station, and I was like, nah, that's what I was talking about. But I was like, we're gonna make it work.
Right, we're gonna make it work.
You grew up in a very Christian home.
Very Christian.
Dealing with hip hop. How was that?
Yeah, that was crazy. My mom let me listen to rap for a while. I'm like, all right, man, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, but at the same time, like, they not, especially my father, he's not your typical Christian parent. Cause, okay, yeah, name them gospel songs from the 90s. I just start singing them. I could sing with you. You know what I mean? But my dad, like, introduced me to, like, he was so, like, serious about introducing me to, like, 70s funk music, 90s R&B, reggae, like reggae music, Buju Banton, people like that.
Really?
He's
made Boom Bye Bye.
Yeah.
That's the worst song in Jamaican history. He's saying bye bye to all the
Right.
He was
a different type of Christian.
Yeah, he was trying to like
that was
all
my
different
man.
type of cats, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to just introduce me to all that.
Yo, man.
That. And so, but like when anything hip hop will come on, he turn it off. Snoop Dogg come on, turn it off. Biggie come on, turn it off. You know what I mean? I'm like, but there's this song I know that Buju Banton got with Fat Joe, and Fat Joe's on the song. He never turned that off though.
Right.
He wouldn't turn that off. You know what I'm saying?
Jamaican music.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a Jamaican music.
Yeah, my dad, he was into stuff like that, and my mom, she was just like a lot of gospel music, a whole lot of gospel music, and if it Mary, you know what I mean? But like,
right,
yeah,
okay.
I'm not Mary J. Blige. I meant to say, excuse me. Mary
Okay,
J. Blige.
Mary J. All right.
Okay, so that's hip hop right there. That's definitely hip hop.
Yeah, but like the hip hop shit, like I definitely, it was like I introduced myself.
Okay.
Because there was just this shit I would sometimes I was, listen to the radio and I'm like, I want to know who this artist is. I want to know more about this. I want this. I've always been interested in albums. You know what I'm saying? And like what cats were saying and all that. And my parents, like when my music taste was being shaped by my parents, I couldn't dig into that. And I just had that burning interest. You know what I'm saying? Because really what drew me at first when I was little, like what drew me to hip hop was production. I just the beats.
Okay.
I was like, how you do that? How Dr. Dre do that?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like how Pete Rock, like
different.
people like that do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Beats
Dilla. Yeah. How do they
Dilla,
do
that's
that?
dope.
You know
That's
what I'm
dope.
saying? But I couldn't. But when it was on me to find music, you already know where I was at. So
Okay, so you mentioned 3 dudes. You said, how did Dre do that? How did Pete Rock do that? And you said Dilla, right?
Yep.
yeah, Dilla.
Is that reflective of your style, those 3 guys, or?
Man, like I would just say like.
Because I'm a producer, and you know, like I grew up.
Nah,
I was there on day 1 of hip hop, right?
Facts.
So I've seen all the producers, and those 3 guys that you named, they're like 3 of the cornerstones to me of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I used to download early streaming era.
Okay.
I used to download, Dilla when he passed, like his estate or his family, I don't know who it was exactly, but they put out a whole lot of unreleased beats.
Okay.
And they was all on the
beat
DSPs.
tapes.
Yeah.
The J
and there
Dilla
was
beat
a
tapes.
bunch of them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And there was this series, and I don't know the name off the top of my head, but there was this series that they put out, and it was like different colors. And then they all of them, they put all of them on one album, and it was all the different colors, but it was like 50 or 60 beats on there. And I downloaded that one.
Okay.
And on my way to school, work, basketball practice, just to go hoop, going to the restaurant, wherever I was going, I used to plug my phone into the car and press play and just rap on my way there and on my way back to them beats.
Okay, gotcha.
Beats, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't say they was reflective of my style, but I would say that like they play a heavy influence just because that's who I gravitated to first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's who I gravitated to first. I love the way Dilla's how he was the GOAT with samples. Period. You know what I mean? Like his sample game is crazy. Dre, I liked how clean his mixes was.
Okay.
His beats. Pete Rock, I like the drums. I like the dirty sounding drums. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
SP1200.
You know what I mean? I like that.
SP1200.
Yeah.
That real hip hop sound. Pete Rock.
Dope.
That's what it was.
So, sounds like you had a dope beginning. And how did you come to Georgia? What brought you here?
What made you even think about Georgia?
Oh, I gotta most of my family live in the South. I had a lot of family live in Georgia. My family, we used to come to Atlanta every year till I was like 15. I know Atlanta ain't Augusta, but you know what I'm saying? We used to come to Atlanta every year till I was 15. And I always was in love with the South. I liked it better than I used to hate when we had to go back to Indiana. I used to hate it.
Well, yeah, that ain't nothing but corns over there.
A lot of cornfields.
A lot of corn. You know what I'm saying?
Cornfields, corn.
Swear to God. We used to go, and I loved everything. I loved the weather, food, people, and that's all. My parents retired in Indiana and moved down here. I have a parent, he was pretty sick, so I came down to help him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's doing way better.
Okay.
Doing
Right.
way better. So
That's
So good.
that's what sold me on coming down. So I was like, I gotta be close. Yeah, I want to be close. I want to help him out. That's what I
All
can.
right.
Yeah. So
Word.
And I can see how coming to like Georgia was probably a culture shock in a good way, because I know even coming from the Midwest, when I used to visit the South, definitely, especially when I saw Atlanta, how black it was.
Facts.
I was like, yes.
Especially coming from Minnesota.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna say because we come from Philly. It was blacker than I expected.
Right.
Right.
Because like in Philly, you still had racist cops, right?
Right.
The police department was super racist, so we already knew what that was.
Right.
But yo, when I came to Atlanta,
Man.
yo, I was like, yo,
Yes.
The Blizzard
black people are free.
And they all seem like they all had very goal oriented, success minded, business oriented.
That's that black
Everybody
Atlanta.
was in motion, even like, because I came down there in 96, and so it was like really just on the burgeoning of everyone migrating pretty much. But yeah, it was definitely culture shock in a great way.
In a great way.
I think Atlanta benefited from the fact that they had the music component.
Most definitely.
Because, like,
You're right.
when Babyface and then Jermaine Dupri and Dallas Austin, like all of them had it going, and then Eric Sermon came from New York, and Eric Sermon was that dude, and
doubt.
he came straight to Atlanta. Wu-Tang came straight to Atlanta.
Yep.
Salt and Pepper
Bobby Brown.
came straight to Atlanta. Bobby
There
Brown
you go.
was already in Atlanta.
In Atlanta,
He was already here.
Yeah.
Right. Teddy
Before
Riley.
them.
Teddy Riley came to Atlanta too.
Okay.
Yep.
Teddy had moved to Virginia Beach though.
Yeah, I
When
think
he left
moved-
New York, he went to Virginia Beach and,
Right,
and
right,
opened
right,
up the
right,
Future.
right, right.
So like he wasn't really stationed in Atlanta like everybody else was.
Right.
But yo, that's when Atlanta really
Keith Sweat.
took off.
Oh yes,
Keith
definitely
Sweat
Keith
came
Sweat.
there. Yup.
In the 90s, he had a club.
That's what I was
he
talking
had
about,
all
Keith Sweat.
that.
Keith Sweat. Yeah,
I
he
remember all
definitely-
that. He set up shop
In
on
Atlanta, he
96,
did.
97,
He knew
98,
it.
all that.
He
Yes.
He was lit.
Yeah,
Okay.
he definitely
Most
was lit.
definitely.
So, yeah, Atlanta was definitely the gem.
They had that music component and they became the new hub for where you needed to go to get that sound.
Absolutely.
Because Babyface in LA had the sound for R&B, and then Jermaine was right behind
There
him.
was a Pebbles.
Yeah, I tried to get an intern at LaFace.
You did?
Shit,
Yeah,
so did I.
my
Shit,
school
you
was
only got
literally
in and out
walking
to Atlanta
distance.
and got in the phone book.
I walked upstairs and I was like, "What's up?" It was
to
like,
get
"You're
up
not
in there.
hiring right now, okay?"
Wow, that's still gas.
I
though. That's still
did. I
gas.
tried.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
So, all right, now I'm seeing your hat there, Ethics Child. That is
Yeah.
your clothing label.
That's my
So
brand. Yeah, it's my
tell
brand.
us
Okay.
about, and I love the name, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Tell us about the inspiration behind your brand.
All right. I created the name and the idea out of conversations that I had with my friends. I got a group chat with a couple friends from back home, and we just talk about things, all the time, just different stuff. And there was like a time for like a 3 or 4 month period we was just talking about just like the way that like how we was raised is different than how other people in their households raised and their younger people. And you know what I'm saying? Just like, and then just talking about the difference in people's ethical, like their behavior and stuff like that. And that name was kind of birthed out of them conversations. I meditate every morning for at least 10 minutes. And I was just sitting down, just thinking, reflecting, and the name came to me. Ethics Child. It came to me and I was like, all right, well, people for years have asked me like, man, why don't you do merch? You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Why don't you have merch or anything? And I was like, cause I don't have no idea. And I'm not just gonna force nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force anything. And that came to me and I'm like, I'm gonna use that as my start for me making my merch. But yeah, to answer your question, it was really just birthed out of them conversations and just like that whole idea, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but
Okay. Okay.
it's very similar to how I came up with my name, that I go by. I go by Dray Taylor. It was real similar. I got coming up with that name. I was like, I want to have something I want to come up with a name that's timeless. I don't want to be little nothing. No shade to people who little or young or whatever their names is. You know what I'm saying? Rap names is. I want to make something that's like dope. You know what I'm saying? That's like almost a persona, like something that like I can stand by for 10 to 15 years if I need to. And so the name Dray Taylor came to me, and Ethics Child came in a very similar way.
Right. And it kind of, makes me think too a little bit because I know you were saying like, how you grew up and, like you grew up in a Christian household and kind of like how you follow some things, but then you kind of try to find your own way. So really, to me, it's almost like that name is kind of making your own definition of what that means.
Yeah.
I mean, would you tend to agree with that?
I agree. Totally agree. Because it is like, it's almost like my take on it. My take on the life I've had to live. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, yes, very dope, very dope. I love that. So, is there any more coming from you in the future? What's next for? I know 2024 is almost over, right? But what's coming up for you in the next half of 2024 and into coming into next year?
Music. At the end of the day, I do all this other stuff, but it's the music. That's what drives me. It's the music, the love for music. I wake up. And as soon as I wake up, a song in my head. It may be a song of mine. It may be a song that's been stuck in my head. It may be a sample. It may be a drum pattern. There's a song in my head every day. Every day. So it's always the music. I did the other stuff. I took time earlier this year to kind of get, like, to create Ethics Child, like a logo and stuff like that. And just stuff I can put it on and stuff like that. But like I never forget the mission. It's like the music. I loved it. I love it. And that's it for the rest of this year. Start of next year, music. Go in the studio, record, making beats, doing shows and performances and stuff like that. I did a performance in Atlanta a couple weeks ago, doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Trying to find different people to connect with, all kinds of just anything is with the music. That's my plan. That's my plan. That's what I do. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And another thing, it's like last year, of course it was the 50th anniversary of hip hop, right? Everybody was on it and everything like that. Now it's 51 years, right? And it's like, okay, everybody's somewhat excited, but it seemed like it's not as exciting, right? So, I mean, to some, it seems like the corporations was on it, all of this, but like, are we going to continue the same, excitement that we had, for it last year, like to keep it going? So, like, what does hip hop mean to you? Like, why is it important for you to still continue this mission and keep it going?
There's a combination of a bunch of things. Like, one of them being like, first thing, like, I just love being a part of the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always it's a culture to me. You know what I mean? It's the dance, it's the art, it's the MCing, it's the production, it's the dress, it's like just different sides of the country coming together and telling you what they've been going through. You know what I'm saying? It's all that, and that's always just the first, just type of inspiration that I draw from.
So do you feel like hip hop chose you?
Man, I did it. Cause I have a lot of moments in my life where it's like, why am I over here? You know what I mean? Like, not saying that in a bad way,
right?
But like, how did I get here? Right. What inspired me to download people's instrumentals? And stuff like that. I could say in a way where it's like, yeah, but then at the same time, it's like, well, maybe that's just what my interest was, And I've am walking a path where I'm carving out something from, like, carving out something inside of a genre that, like, I like. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if I wasn't doing hip hop, like, if I didn't like, wasn't making my own music and stuff like that, hip hop music, I would still be playing drums. I would probably I would be in somebody's band. I'll probably be on tour with somebody.
Right.
Stuff like that. It's just music. I think the music called me. To answer your question, just music itself called me. Because I can't help it. I can't help it. There was this one documentary I watched when I was like younger, and it was a Justin Bieber documentary. But it's like they showed a video of him. He was like 5 or 6, and he was beating on a table. No, excuse me, it was a chair, and he was making a beat, and it was a beat. You know what I mean? Like, that he made, like, and then you could tell it was like, oh, he has rhythm. Right. And I watched that, and I was like, I wouldn't compare myself to him, but I'm like, that's me. I used to be doing that at 5 or 6 years old, beating on stuff.
Okay.
For as long as I can remember, and like it just never was filmed, but I used to do that too. And it's just like to go back to what you know what I'm saying. Oh, he was talking about the music just kind of be in you. It don't be on you. If you know what I mean, like it be in you. And I really feel I know it with me. It's in me. I can't help it.
No doubt, man.
I can't help it. Yeah.
No doubt. So with that being said, where can they let them know where they can find your music at and your clothing line?
Anything. All right, DrayTaylor.com if you want to go cop some merch. Music everywhere they put music at. You know what I'm saying? On all the DSPs, Apple, Spotify, anyone you use, Pandora, anyone you use, YouTube. I'm on YouTube. All that. Yeah, you can find me anywhere. Anywhere they put music, you can find me.
No doubt.
Dray Taylor.
Your album out now? Or
No, I'm in the middle of it.
You in the middle?
Yeah,
when you plan
I'm in
on
the middle
dropping it? Or
As soon as it's done.
soon as it's done.
Soon as
There
it's
you
done,
go. Take your time.
Yeah. Can't rush that.
Take your
But
time,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
No
Before
doubt,
I came
man.
here, I was working.
Oh, okay. There you go. See, there you go, man. Well, we do appreciate you coming through, man, Dre.
Hey,
You know
appreciate
what I'm
y'all,
saying?
man.
Yes,
You know
most
what I mean?
definitely.
For
Had to
sure.
catch you. We have to go out there to where's that?
Elkhart,
Elkhart.
Elkhart, Indiana.
Going back to India. How far is that from Gary, Indiana?
Wait, okay, so what's the good food that comes from there?
Hey man, we got all right. So in South Bend, we got there's a place called Frankie's. It's been open about 65, 70 years. They got barbecue. That shit gas.
Shout out to Frankie's.
Okay,
Shout out to
gotcha.
And
Frankie's.
they got the pictures of the famous people that done came there and all that, politicians, basketball
Yeah,
players.
it gotta be gas.
All that. Yeah, it's gas.
Okay.
It's
It
gas.
gotta be
Yeah,
gas. They
Frankie's.
coming there.
But like we got so it's like a real heavy Chicago influence back home because when they shut down like Cabrini Green and all that, most of
Okay.
them people moved to South Bend and Elkhart.
Okay.
And so my city got heavy Chicago influence. You know?
Wow.
So they brought all their food. They brought
that.
I
all
got
that.
one question for you.
Pizza.
Nope.
What?
Do y'all be having the Italian beef sandwiches?
Yes.
I heard they had an Italian beef festival in Chicago. I'm like,
I ain't never been to that.
oh Jesus!
Y'all ever been to Taste of Chicago?
Yes, I
I've
have.
been to that shit.
I
That shit is
have
different.
been.
No.
That shit is different.
I'm already-
1995. I
Okay.
went to Taste of Chicago. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Check that out.
It was
Yeah, that
so
shit was different.
I ain't
good.
never been to the Taste. I always wanted to go.
That one time I went.
Like you got to prepare
They
yourself
have
for
all
that because
kind
you
of
want to
different
eat a
foods
lot of
there.
different stuff, and you end up getting full before you really
Before you
get
get
to
there.
try everything
Good
that you
God.
want to try. Because the stuff that you try be so good, you like, man, I'm finna eat all of this.
So what? You buy it or you?
It's almost
No, you
like an
buy it.
arts and
Yeah,
a heart,
yeah.
like you
Oh,
know,
yeah, it's just like
yeah,
that.
like an
It's the same
outside
thing.
festival. Like
Same
we ain't
thing.
even plan to go there. We just went there to go to like Great America, like Six Flags of Chicago,
Okay.
and it happened to be the same
You got a
time
Six
that
Flags in Chicago.
yeah, it's called Great America there though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great America.
Right, but it happened to be Taste of Chicago right at that same time, so you know we just happened to
check it out.
do that, and it was the bomb, man.
Okay.
Yes, but Italian beef sandwiches, man, and you know Minnesota is like that too. That's where I'm from as well, and so pretty much everyone from Chicago migrated there, so everything in Chicago is also there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
what is that? A cheesesteak? Italian
No.
beef sandwich with
It's-
no
That's what I was
cheese?
like. What is
Is
that?
that
It's
a
not
chopped cheese with no
cheese.
cheese?
Not
It's-
a cheesesteak, not a chopped
No
cheese.
cheese.
What's
It's
the
like-
whole sausage dog or something?
no,
No,
it's
it's not
like
sausage
it's like a thinly sliced beef with like it got peppers in
Yeah, you can
it
get
and
hot
all
peppers,
kind of
sweet
stuff.
Like
Get
green
it dipped.
peppers? Like,
The
okay.
thing, so like,
And then it has like like that dip. You know how you
Yeah.
have like the dip or whatever that you put
Okay.
the sandwich in or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, okay.
you can get it dipped.
It's
Most
so
people get it
good.
dipped.
Okay.
Yes,
Check
most
this out.
So
definitely.
that would be so like you said you was from Philly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got uncle live in Philly, which is
Okay.
kind of dope. Yeah, but
Okay.
so like y'all got the cheesesteak,
Right.
And the staple is like the whiz on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, yeah.
right.
So the Italian beef, the staple with the Italian beef would be getting it dipped.
Get
Okay,
the dip.
gotcha.
Yeah, that shit. Once they dip it, that shit crazy. It's different. It's
Okay.
Try that out.
Yes.
I want to do. They got that here.
No.
You know what? They didn't have that here, but they had in Atlanta, but it wasn't the same.
It ain't the same.
I ain't
You
gonna
gotta
lie.
actually go
You
to
got
Chicago.
to go
to
there.
a city with
Even in
some
Minnesota, because I think the people
people.
from Chicago was actually there,
Right,
and so
right.
it was like good. But I've never actually had it in Chicago. But the one that I had, and I take it that it was good because everybody I was around was from there, and they certified it was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought it was good.
No, since Chicago folks tell you the food good, it's good because they mean if it's not.
And deep dish
Right.
pizza, yes, deep dish
deep
pizza.
dish, and deep
Now
dish.
we have a little divide here about the deep
It's all
dish because
good.
you know
Deep
he's a
dish.
New Yorker, so
York
you know he
slices
does a
is not
thing.
deep dish.
Yeah, that's
Oh
deep
my
dish. I don't
gosh,
I don't even like that deep
you don't
dish.
like the deep dish pizza? Oh, so
Let me get a
good.
slice.
Let me get it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love when
slice
I
on
just
top.
I
Love
grew up
it.
on slices.
Slices.
I mean
we
I
never
like
bought a
both.
whole pie because we was
Never.
like, yo, the whole pie don't taste right.
It don't.
It don't taste like the
It don't taste
slices.
the same.
Because the slice sit there for a while and then they got to reheat it. So it's that second reheating that
You know
turn it up.
But listen,
Turn it up.
it's both. To me, I like both, but they're not really comparable. It's like if you know you're doing the slices, you're doing the slices. If you know you're doing deep dish, then this is what you're doing. Okay?
It's whatever your taste
Yes,
buds taste.
exactly.
But yeah, with that being said, man, you already know what time it is, man. We appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes, it's been real. It's been awesome.
Swear to
Awesome,
God.
dog,
Swear to
man.
God.
Word, man.
Thank y'all for
Check-
having me.
Yeah, man. We definitely got to go check out over there in Gary.
And Elkhart
Elkhart.
and
Might as well keep
South
going
Bend.
south.
He
We
said,
just said just keep going to go to South Bend.
I want to see the corns.
he said the coach.
Corns.
As many corn huskers
Children
you
in the
can
corn.
get.
You know what I mean? Word, man. That's how it is, man.
Yeah,
Word, man.
Wait,
You
they
already
not
know,
growing
boy.
trees in them cornfields. Like
Yo.
they ain't got,
all that.
they ain't got weed. The weed
Got
is
some
weed
weed.
legal there? Is weed
Yeah,
legal
it
there?
is. It is in Michigan, and like,
Okay.
Got weed there? Oh, we
I
can't
mean,
go there.
It's like they got cornfields, why they ain't got weed
You gotta have
fields?
some
Word.
weed there, man. I'm not playing.
Go
with
ahead and
that.
plant that right in the midst of the
Right.
doggone corn
Yeah.
stalks.
Man.
They might have a new
know what I
strand
mean?
that got the corn flavor to
Word.
it. Like, yeah, we got the
flavor.
corn
We got
pops.
the corn pops.
We got the
That's what
corn
it's called.
pops, yo.
Corn pops.
Pops is crazy.
We want half off on that. And y'all corn pops. I'm telling you,
I'm dead.
that's what it is, man. And what is it called again? What? I can't get this name for nothing in the world.
Elkhart?
Elkhart.
Oh,
Elkhart.
Elkhart.
That's my born city,
Elkhart,
Elkhart.
Indiana.
But I gotta
Elkhart.
shout out South Bend too, because
South Bend.
South Bend, okay.
So Elkhart, Indiana, South Bend, Indiana. That's my hometown. I be making sure. The reason why I make sure I say that is because, I got a song played on the Chicago radio this summer, and they did a little write up, and they said I
GCI?
was a Chicago, not GCI. It was
Okay.
Vocalo.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Vocalo.
Okay.
I got a song played on there, and they did a little write up, and they said I was a Chicago rapper, and I love the city. I used to record all my songs in Chicago, but I'm not from Chicago, and I just gotta make sure I say that.
Gotta rep home.
Yeah, I
Gotta
got
rep
that. I'm
home.
not
Gotta
from
rep it.
Chicago. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I am like they damn near adopted me. I got a lot of
What's up?
friends there. Ro, Asar, well, I don't know Asar, but I know Ro. Just different people from up there and all that. Ami.
Do you like
all
a
them
certain?
people.
Do you like go to a certain side a lot or whatever?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause,
Right.
I spent time on the south side, but I don't, you know what I mean? I just to eat and I'll go home. You know what I'm saying? Like I done spent time downtown, but I go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why
Wait, where's O Block at?
Right, that's what
Where's
I'm saying.
O Block? What
See,
side
I
of the town
ain't
is
be-
that on?
see, I don't
Because
be-
I'm avoiding that. I
Right,
don't want to
I
be
wasn't
nowhere
trying
near
to-
O Block.
And
know
no
nothing
disrespect
about
to them,
O-Block.
I don't know nobody
Too old
over
for
there.
O-Block.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody over there. So I
Nobody
ain't
over
never tried to
there.
slide over there. Nothing, to be honest. That's not my life. That's not my life.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
facts. I ain't gonna fake it for nobody.
Word.
Yeah, yeah.